Kolisi. Start questions straight away, please. Hands up. Gentleman here on the right.
Hi, Jacques. Hi, Sia. Congratulations. That 10 minutes after half-time with 14 men, was that where the game was won and lost in your mind, Sia? You had so much defending and so much scramble defending to do in that little period.
Yeah, I think a lot of questions were asked of us as a group by the French team, and the character of the boys today stood out. You know, we had a clear plan on what to do, especially on the breakdowns. You know, we knew how hard they were going to be. I mean, they were tough to stop with 15 men on the field, and I imagine it's 14 men. So yeah, we had to fight for each other for that couple of minutes. I think it was 8 minutes or so. And yeah, I'm really proud of the character that the boys showed in the discipline we showed.
Okay, we have a question at the back, right at the back.
Jacques, Percival Young from ENIS. Is it fair to say, in fact, I'm stating the obvious, but that was a proper test match tonight, though, sir. Julle was behoorlik getoets geweest vanaand.
Yes, Percy, I think we kind of knew coming into this test match. I mean, if you play the French in France, and they've been, if you look at their performances and consistency in performances over the last 4 years, I mean, they've been a proper team building, and they've got some good individuals. So I guess we knew it will be a proper test match, you know, and it will be tight. Like all the other games were, I think all the games were won or lost in the last, I would say, in the last 8 minutes of the game. So, it was a proper test match.
Okay, another question at the back.
Yeah. Hello, Jacques. Antoine Dupont said the referee wasn't good with some bad decision against France. What do you think about it?
Yes.
So did he say he was?
The ref wasn't good. He made bad decisions.
Okay.
I think from our side, I mean, all we can do is play rugby. I mean, we can't control what decision the ref makes. And yeah, I don't know. We will have to look at the game afterwards. But I thought the communications with him and the calls that he made, were fair. I mean, I've never discredited the ref, and I'll never do that. But I don't know. We'll have to look after the game. But yeah, obviously he's got his own opinion. But I thought the game itself was an amazing game, and it flowed, and it was tough. It was physical. There was a lot of contest in the game. I think the way both team plays outshines anything else out there, and the atmosphere was amazing. And I think that it was a perfect stage for everything with a strong French team. And I want to let you know what Jacques said. They've been building for 4 years, this French team, and we knew it was going to take something special for us to win this game, and because they are so good, and for their leader to be injured and do everything he can to come back for a game like this and play like he hasn't left the field before. And yeah, we give all credit to them, and the French people have made this World Cup so special, the spirit, the vibe around. Even when the French team is not playing, when we're playing away team, we could hear the French national anthem. That's why we knew how loud it was going to be and how hectic it was going to be. I mean, we had a speaker in our training session, so we can try and emulate the sound in our training session. So this French team can honestly, the people of France can be proud of their team. It was a 1-point game, and we had to win by a charge down from chairs and things that you don't see each and every single day in a game, you know. So I thought it was a tough game, it was a proper game, and it was going to take something so special from us to win this game. So French people and obviously the coach and Antoine, they can hold their heads up high.
Yeah, me on that. I thought Ben was good on the day. Obviously, you would say we won, and that's why I'm saying that. But I think we try to probably play in such a way that we try and take the referee out of the game. We scored 4 tries, and I think all the opportunities that we had to score, we maybe missed 1 or 2, but and we missed 1 kick from the tee. but when we had opportunities to score, we scored, and I thought he managed it well. We thought we could get a penalty there at the back end. We were going for a drop goal where Faf passed, where one of the French players were in Faf's way to get to Andre for a drop goal. But Ben explained nicely why he felt that was not a penalty. So I thought his communication on the day was excellent in terms of the decision that he made.
Okay, question on the right here. No. Yeah. You ask a question.
Okay, Jacques. Just very quickly, there's a bit of confusion about the HIAs and the substitutions and the replacements that were made with the HIAs, because Peter Steph Dutoy went off and then didn't come back on in the back row, but then came on for another player who departed for an HIA. Can you just clarify actually what happened, just to sort of set the record straight, if that's all right, in terms of those replacements?
Yeah, I think in terms of the of HIA, it's as simple as that. I mean, it's a call that gets made by the medical side or the medical team, and sometimes the match doctor or coaches can call a HIA if they see a big collision. Peter Steph's one, we actually felt it was very similar to the Evan incident, but maybe not in that way, but we spotted it from the side that there was that he if he made contact with his shoulder or whatever. So we requested it from the side. I think it's important that as coaches and medical personnel, I mean, we all look after the safety of our players and make sure that if you do spot something and there's a opportunity for or you think there's been a HIA or something like that, then it's the safer thing is to send a player for it. I mean, and get clarity on that, especially if he felt as an individual that he did had a big collision close to his head. I mean, I think it's our duty to make sure that our players stay safe. I think if you ask the French players, they would say, French team, coaches, management, they would say the same thing.
Gentleman up on the left.
Yeah, question for the captain. You managed to keep the France's backs, you know, from scoring. All their tries came from forwards. Given how good their backs are, how do you explain the way you managed to stop them scoring?
I think a lot of it was, I mean, we scrambled a lot and we scrambled hard, especially when we were short of numbers. You know, we talk about chasing lost causes as a group. You know, you don't give up until they put the ball down over the try line, and that's what we knew we needed to do. And we obviously did our research, and we saw how good their backs are. And we worked together as a team, because if we didn't do that today, we would be going home tomorrow. You know, we'll be going home tomorrow, and that's who we are. That's our team, and that's what we talk about. You know, we never give up. You know, that's one thing. There's one you can lose as a team, but as long as you don't give up until you know the whistle's gone or they're over the try line and they scored. So yeah, we knew it was going to take something special from our team, and it did today.
Gentleman on the right.
Sia and Jacques, if you can both answer this one. Jan de Koning, yeah.
Near the front, Jacques.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can both answer. Sia, you spoke about the character of the team. If you can both each pick one incident that epitomizes the character of this team, incident in the game.
You go first. You go first. I think, yeah, for me, I think back at 2019 in the quarter final, we the forwards had to score a 60-meter maul try to break open the game and to win the quarter final. I thought tonight, not a lot of people will remember it, but Cheslin's charge down I thought was special. You don't see that often, and that's somebody chasing a lost cause, you know. So I thought that was quite excellent. And then, like Sia said, yes, we were broken up defensively, which is unfortunately my department. We were opened up a couple of times, but the amount of scramble and work rate and effort that the players put in was I thought was enormous.
Gentlemen.
For me, I think it's in the week. I think the guys that didn't play, the pictures that they had to show us. It's tough not to be chosen for a team, but the selflessness of the players that didn't play, the pictures they had to show. They have to act like they're the French team. It was special, and I think the bench when they came on, the subs were made early in the game. Then they came on, they made a huge difference, and that's what this team is about. When you get taken off, how we knew the amount of support that the team would need, how we were screaming on the sergeant, just shouting, getting them up, that's important. I think the way they played today, the guys that came on the bench, is special, and that's what we're going to need going forward.
Gentleman in the front here.
Good morning, Sia and Jacques. Just two quick questions. Just talk us through how that, Sia, for you, just talk us through how that the Chislin charge that galvanized the team, because it ended up being a big difference. And also Kwaga's turnover. And for you, Jacques, that quick tap, just talk us through the planning behind that quick tap that led to the try. And just how's it winning a game where the Boks were for rarity were behind in the numbers for the better part of, if not the entire game?
I think your question about the quick tap, look, I think there's a lot of things that we were just sitting now in the change room discussing where we actually got stuff wrong. But the quick tap was something that we've been working on for some time, and we never actually had the opportunity to utilize it. Like a lot of teams, I think in club rugby you see it more often than in international rugby, but it's something that's more recurring in international rugby. So yeah, it's something that we worked on, but still there's a lot of things that we weren't awesome at. But yeah, that's probably the pressure of playing in a knockout game. So there's a lot of stuff that we need to fix if we want to go further in this competition.
Okay, gentleman in the front.
Thank you. Hi, Jacques. On Friday, you were talking about your selection for the semi-final for number 8 position. Any risk of sounding overconfident or arrogant in that, do you think? You said that that Jasper might come back for the semi-final on Friday morning.
Yeah, look, a team selection, we'll probably have a good review of the game. We'll do that tomorrow, and we have a short turnaround, so only 6 days. We play the semi-final will be on Saturday. So whenever we announce a team, we will look at a squad. I know everybody looks at the bench and listen, what do you guys? Is it going to be a 5-3? And I said tonight beforehand, it can be a 8-0, it can be a 7-1, a 6-2, it can be a 5-3, it can be a 4-4. It's a squad of 23 players that we select that we think is good enough to get us a result on the day. And sometimes the gap between our players is not big. I think if Jasper played tonight, he wouldn't have let the team down. And like Dwayne didn't let the team down. So we're fortunate in that position that we have a lot of players that are really close to each other. And like Sia mentioned, the tough thing is when you know you're good enough to get selected and get a result, but you are not selected, and it's explained to you, and then you just need to slot into a different role. So all 33 players have a role to play. 15 of them start. There's 8 players that will, like Sia mentioned, when our bench came on, they really injected a lot of energy into the group. And then there's 10 guys that had to be France in the week, and they were brilliant at that.
Okay, well, final question up the back there. Thank you.
Congrats, Sia and Jacques. Jacques, would you say this is the best performance by the backline since you became head coach?
Yes, we had limited opportunity from a set piece point of view. I think we only had like 4 or 5 lineouts. So credit to the French in terms of not giving us a lot of launch opportunity from lineouts. I know we lost 2, so we will have to sort that out. But in terms of the backs, we had a transition attack tonight. So from turnovers that we could launch, and I thought they were excellent in terms of that. So I think every game is, Hendricks, maybe a little bit different. You know, sometimes you get a lot of line out, sometimes you get scrum launches, sometimes you don't get any of those two, and then you get counter attack from kick receives, or sometimes you get it from turnovers. So, but I think the possession that the backs got today, in whatever way they used well. And it's probably based on the foundation of the forwards. I thought the forwards were really good in terms of the foundation they provided to them.
Okay, thank you, Jacques. Thank you, Sia. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The mix zone will open straight away, so I do suggest if you want to go to the mix zone, get there as soon as you can. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Merci beaucoup.